Helen Lorck, MP for Tukitook, Labour MP for Tukitook. How are things going? What have you been seeing out and about after Cyclone Gabrielle?
I've never seen anything like it. I was able to get up in a helicopter yesterday and have a complete look over the region, and the pilot was telling me how the day before it was covered and it was just starting to drain away. I mean, I've just been spending time on the ground meeting with people, out in the rescue centres, talking to growers as we have been today, just seeing and getting a real sense of what the damage is. And also it seems to be incredibly patchy in areas as well. Some orchards have been completely devastated. It's so traumatic for everyone involved. And then we've had some orchardists who've had parts of the orchard, and then we've got others who are still able to harvest. So for the industry, there's a lot of work to do on exactly what damages and where. I've been working, obviously RSEs has been a big part of what we're just heading out to see some RSEs who are in the rescue, who've been rescued and or have no place to, might have been rescued, but they've been nowhere to go and had to come into the evacuation centres. And it's good to see the support that they're getting, along with the people that are in these shelters, and the incredible generosity from volunteers who are turning up with towels and bedding and toiletries and helping. That's the stuff that I'm seeing out on the ground, as well as meeting with my fellow colleagues and MPs and getting around the table and looking at what else can be done.
So your government has given some money. Just tell us about that and more to come.
There's already been an initial $4 million given to those farmers and growers who are in needing immediate support now, and making sure that we can get help out onto the ground. Obviously, I suspect there'll be more to come, but we just need to see what the real assessment of this place is. Most importantly, the most important thing is that we're working together. The mayors, all of the local organisations, the industry leaders, all of those people, and that's what's important. That's what people are asking for. We've got to work together. We've got to help Hawke's Bay and make sure we do it in a way that we can, first of all, look after those who need immediate help, but also as we go through the next weeks and into the future. This is big work for the Bay, but I've lived in Hawke's Bay all my life, and if there's one thing I know is this region, we stick together, we'll get there, and it's a great place, our region.
Because it's not just an economic devastation, it's the social welfare impact, everything like that as well. What are you doing as an MP to get around? And you mentioned the RSC workers and that. What are you doing getting around and speaking to people?
Well, I've also got a lot of people calling into me and wanting to know, how do I get hold of someone I haven't been able to hear from. I've had a community out in Clive needing some immediate help, and been able to go in and to the centre and making sure that someone can get out there and check in on a family. Welfare checks are going to be a big thing. Going door to door. We have problems with communications, as you've experienced, and making sure we're broadcasting on radio and getting those things happening. But if I look at what I've seen from people who are helping each other, the social well-being and community spirit will be kept alive through the generosity and coming together of people, even in these, even in the shelters. To have people going down and just sitting with people, having a cup of tea, having a cup of tea with someone, and just giving them the time that they need is one of the best things anybody can do.
Will you be expecting the government to give sort of aid to people, families and that who have been affected as well?
So we've already got our civil defence grant. There's been a problem with that, because you can't call out, because there's an 0800 number, that anybody who's been displaced or can't get home can access this grant. It's for food, clothing, bedding, shelter. So what we've done at the emergency centre, and I've been working with MSD and the council on this, is to make sure that we can do some hard copies down at the centre. So that's one really important message. If you need to access immediate support, there is the emergency response fund, a civil defence grant, and that will help you as an individual. And obviously there's more support for businesses who can't open their doors and things like that. And again, it's very spasmodic to where we've heard that the CBD's opened, but we haven't got electricity yet into our major industrial areas.
And how long do you think the recovery will take? Years?
Well, there'll be a big lot of years, but in sections, right? So what we've learnt from other people in other regions that have had this, people chip in. There will be work created from this. We're going to see people that change from one job to another to help with the recovery. And out of that, through every disaster, there are always economic opportunities as well as the devastation that we're feeling right now.
Anything else you would like to add?
No, but plenty of cups of tea to have with plenty of people out there, and just look out to your friends and family, look out for your neighbours and check in on people, because that's what will get everybody through.
Excellent. Thank you.